I'm Sonia Ode Lucci, the National Women's Doubles Paddle Tennis Champion. Many of you have never heard of paddle tennis. Paddle tennis is a fun game that all age group love. It's easy to learn and it's a great exercise. And now I'm going to introduce you to the PaddleTennis2Go system. There are thousands of tennis courts just sitting and hardly being used. Today with this system, you can take an unused tennis court in your neighborhood and quickly and easily transform it into a paddle tennis court. Your family and friends can enjoy a fun sport at hardly any cost. All you need is some everyday duct tape like this, a measuring tape, a pair of scissors, and some chalk. As you can see from this diagram, a paddle tennis court is just like a standard tennis court, but a little more than half the size. A paddle tennis court is 20 feet wide by 50 feet in length. There are restraint lines, service lines, base lines, and side lines. So let me show you now how easy it is to set up PaddleTennis2Go. Let's start by marking and laying out the paddle tennis court lines. We'll use the court center line as a guide. Set the tape measure at the edge of the net and measure out 25 feet along the center line. Now we'll make 3 marks with chalk. Make the first mark like this at 12 feet. This will be the restraint line. Then go 10 feet further down the center line and make a mark at 22 feet. This will be the service line. And then 3 feet more to 25 feet, mark a T like this, which will be the baseline. Now take the tape measure and rotate to one side so we can mark the side lines. Measure 10 feet from the center line and make a mark like this. Now move the tape measure to the first mark you made on the center line. And holding the tape measure as straight as you can, make a T mark like this along the side, again at 10 feet. Now move to the next mark on the center line and make another T mark along the side. And then to the last mark for the baseline, again make a mark at 10 feet, but make it a corner like this. Now we move the tape measure to the other side of the center line and make the same marks at 10 feet. One mark by the net, a T mark at 12 feet, another mark at 22 feet, and the corner mark at 25 feet. Now we are ready to lay out the lines. We're going to use regular cloth tape like this, also called duct tape. It's usually silver or gray, but you can find it in all colors too, at any hardware or home store. I like to use bright colors like red or yellow. So as you can see, we'll start with the side lines and pull out the tape and line it up with our chalk marks. We line up the tape along the marks like this and just press it down firmly in position. Try to keep the lines as straight as possible. When you get to the corner mark, cut the tape and there's the first line. Now let's lay down the other side line. We'll speed up the process a little for this demonstration. Now we'll lay down the restraint lines using the marks we made earlier. And now the service line. And finally the baseline. We connect the corner marks to the T marks we made earlier at the center line. One last step. You can cover the center lines with a colored tape as well. So we now have one side of the court ready. We'll repeat the whole process on the other side of the net. It may take you longer the first time you do it, but after you get the hang of it, you'll be able to measure and mark off a court within about 20 minutes. You'll need about 220 feet of duct tape to lay out a paddle tennis court lines. Usually the tape comes in rolls of 180 feet, so you should bring 2 rolls with you. Okay, now that we have all our lines laid out, we need to lower the net to paddle tennis height, which is 31 inches. With this typical net, we just release the catch and unwind to drop the net to 31 inches like this, then tighten it back. The key is to keep the net around 31 inches high. So there you have it. In just a few minutes, we have set up a regulation paddle tennis court in a standard tennis court.
PaddleTennis2Go is a great system to use an available tennis court for paddle tennis play. Paddle tennis is the game of the future. Enjoy!
And if you want more information about paddle tennis equipment on the internet, log on to racketsforless.com. To find out more about the Professional Paddle Tennis Tour, log on to xtpprotour.com. I hope you will try the PaddleTennis2Go system. Oh, by the way, when you're done with your paddle tennis fun, don't forget to return the net to its normal height and peel off the tape lines. See, it really is PaddleTennis2Go. Thank you so much for watching. If you ever are in the Los Angeles area, stop on by Venice Beach, court number 4. And if you want to email me, ilovepaddletennis.com. Thank you.